Open it up for questions, and the coach is going to lead this is Coach 𝐒𝐲𝐓𝐚𝐥𝐤. Come on board, sir.
Thank you, Coach Chris. It was a wonderful talk by Dr. Andrea. So thank you so much for enlightening us on the expectations that we should look forward in the year 2024 and recall what we have already done during this year. I've been attending a lot of sessions, but now I came to understand why acronyms for any session play a vital role. So, so the way you look, you took us to the topic by explaining each and every word, and by giving a lot of examples from your own perspectives was awesome. So even I would take this as one of my takeaways, where if I go for giving trainings, I would definitely take an acronym so that it reaches the audience as it reached. I hope everyone would endorse this particular point. So thank you so much for that particular acronym, which would definitely make the audience reach. So thank you so much. And now I think everyone would agree, and we have got a lot of expectations for the new year. So may I invite the participants to raise your hands if at all you've got questions to ask the speaker today.
On a lighter note, with the permission of the host, Coach Christopher, may we entitle Dr. Andrea as an acronomist for using acronyms? That would be a wonderful titling that we can really, because we've taken a great learning from her today.
Yes, I second that motion, and now to be done. Let it be done.
Yeah. Yes.
The greatest acronym. Sorry.
Go ahead. No problem. Yeah.
The greatest acronym I was taught in childhood is the two letters GK, where my father taught me, if you know everything, it is general knowledge. If you do not know anything, it is God knows. So I understood the acronym since then. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that. So much. And you know what, Coach? You said the word synchronize. I'm going to change that from sync to synchronize because it needs to come together. So thank you for that acronym you gave me for us, synchronize. I already wrote it down, synchronize. Thank you. So GK, God knows, GK, general knowledge.
That's good.
I love that.
This is also a time for those who have questions in the audience. If you want to come off mute, if anything, it doesn't have to be a question. Maybe it's something that stuck out to you in that message that hit you and said, this is going to challenge me for the new year. So feel free, jump out, say hey.
Thank you, Andrea ma'am, for your beautiful message for this year. Really, I felt very, very happy to start my new year with these expectations. Thank you so much. And my question is, every new year, we start our 365 days with many bucket lists or some expectations, as you mentioned. But sometimes, and we reach 10% or 20% or 30%, some people may 90 plus. But how we wanted to do to reach many things what we listed out in the year, do we want to make any separate plan, or just we want to go like usual how we do? So can you give any plan to reach out the maximum targets? For example, if I have 10 targets in this 2024, if I want to reach maximum 8 to 9 or the whole 10, and do I want to follow any special plan, or can you give any plan, or can you give any strategy?
8 to 10 goals. That's very important. I hope I'm answering the question correct. You're kind of breaking up, but I have a tactic for each of them. For example, have a tactic and how you're going to grow the Smarties class. Have a tactic how you're going to grow share of the America class, share SGF America. So have a tactic for everything, but just don't have so many because you'll be all over the place. I believe in having no more than 8. No more than 8. And then break it down. Let's see, January, for example, my tactics is to study so I can get A's in that class. So I'm just gonna focus on one goal at that time. So just don't have so many goals because you won't, it's just too much. You've got them all over the place. Focus, aim on just a few goals, and then you can make it. I hope that answered it. You're kind of breaking up, so it's kind of hard to answer.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I follow you.
And I had also set the goal and got charged with that. And that's regarding my health, my wellness, and getting slim. See you after 6 months. Like in meanwhile, we'll meet. But I set my goal. I'm health conscious now. And with your sessions, like one, prioritize. Because if I had understood after coming from hospital that health is wealth. So I had prioritized, because if my health is good, I can serve the family, serve sharEvery, serve my job. So now my first goal, as you told Rambabu sir, that prioritize. So I had prioritized for this particular 6 months, that is health. So thank you so much for giving me this particular clarity. And very nice to learn new words.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Professor Sandra. Okay, 6 months, it's 180 days. You're going to have a 180-day turnaround. Not 360, because if you start at 360, you're going to go back. So 180 days. And so I'm going to hold you to it because I need to be held to that also. And I believe in breaking goals into 5 categories. Your spirit, your soul. Your soul is your mind, your will, your emotions, and they all start with the letter S. Your soma, S-O-M-A. Soma is the Greek word for body. So your spirit, your soul, your soma, your sphere, S-P-H-E-R-E. That means your atmosphere. And your salt, S-A-L-T. What would say, Andrea, what do you mean by salt? In Roman days, Roman soldiers were paid with the commodity of salt, the spice salt. That's how precious salt was. That's where we get the English word salary, salary. So work on your spirit. What's your spirit? For me, my spirit is to rev up my prayer time with God. Next, my spirit, my soul, that's to study more and get A's in these classes. My soma is to release at least 70. I want to lose at least 75 pounds. Okay, so that's my body. My sphere is just have all the area around me organized. My living room is organized. Don't look into my closets. Okay, so have everything around me organized. Salt, my finances, save money so I can be able to do what I need to do. So prioritize. So those are the 5 areas you can do. Your spirit, your soul, your soma, your sphere, and your salt.
Thank you. I will definitely follow that.
And I'll be keeping an eye on you.
I think another powerful point you put out was the alignment. You could have great expectations and poor alignment. Who you align yourself with during that year. So you're saying, I'm going to have a great 2024, but you're around people that can't see don't understand your plans. And you're speaking to people that don't understand your plan. That means you have to raise your alignment to the right people. So I love this group because we're always aligning ourselves for greater. So when we come to sharEvery already said, now we got a US branch, an American branch. Now we're branching out. You're challenging me to see bigger. And it's easier for me to be optimistic because of the people who I'm aligned with.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And you have to be careful who you have in your inner circle. Okay. You have to be careful. And then you don't always have to tell people your dreams and goals. Some people can't handle it. They can't handle, and they'll say, come on now, do you really think that you can have 1,000 people by March? You know what? Think to yourself, no, I believe I can have 2,000 people. So, but you don't have to tell people everything. We don't have to do that. And I've learned that the hard way, because everybody who's for you, everybody who's with you is not necessarily for you. They don't have dreams. Those people that Harriet Tubman had to pull a gun on. No, that's okay. I'd rather be a slave. I'm comfortable there. At least I know how I'm gonna get fed. No. So we've got to, you're absolutely right. We have to align ourselves with people who are going to encourage you. That's why I encourage people. When we get off of this line, go give us your website, champion.
It's in the chat right next to my name. It's in the chat right next to my name.
I am.
Okay. Go to the YouTube and like, share, and subscribe. Listen to that. Why? That's not only building him up, but it's building us up. And again, we need one another.
Awesome.
So every year we have a lot of resolutions being taken. But for example, so as Sandra was telling that she has to reduce her weight. But if I wish that everyone has New Year resolutions. But how effectively that we need to keep up or cope up with those resolutions till one reaches. For example, so I have a resolution saying that I might follow for 1 month or 2 months. But how do I have to keep that particular resolution for throughout the years?
Yeah, excellent question. One word starts with an A. Accountability. Have someone that you're accountable to. Professor Sandra, I'm going to be on her like white on rice in 6 months. She's going to be on me like white on rice to make certain that we release. And we're not, and watch your words also. We're not going to say we're going to lose weight. We're going to release, because when you lose something, you find it again. So be accountable. Have an accountability partner. Say, you know what? I just feel like giving up. Nope, you're not going to give up. Come on, let's go. Come on, let's go. So you have to have an accountability partner, whether it's a spouse, whether it's a friend, whether it's this platform. Have an accountability partner and just start all over. And keep the goal in front of you. Keep the goal in front of you to encourage you. Where's my goal? Okay, well, can't find it. But keep the goal. Okay, here it is. Keep it in front of you. You've got to keep this goal in front of you. As soon as school starts next week, I'm going to have this A in front of me. So every time I want to give up, every time I forget it, I'm going to say, I have an A in this class, just like I got an A last semester. So keep the goals in front of you and have an accountability partner. Someone's going to say, come on, let's go. Come on. Okay. Coach, have you done what you've done? Have you done what you said you're going to do? Let's go. Let's do. Come on, we can do it. Yeah.
I think you just said that, Coach. One of the things I had an acronym that I used called GPS for goals, plans, and strategies. But what you just said is another acronym that you can put down. What you just said was GPA, which is your grade point average, which is what? Goals, plans, and accountability, which is still palatable. Again, because people do not, the reason why people don't go through their resolutions is because they don't have a plan and they don't have accountability to that plan. So like that's why I make my resolutions in the new year, before the new year. So I'm stepping into the new year. So it's not a resolution, it's a reality. A resolution ends up being a wish list if it doesn't have a plan and you don't have that accountability. I think that was a great point, Dr. Andrew.
I like that. GPA. Yep. I've got a 4.0. I'm going to keep that 4.0. And there's a saying we have in America, I don't know if you've heard it, that there are 4 frogs sitting on a fence. 3 decided to jump off. How many frogs were on that fence?
I failed that test every time.
There are 4 frogs sitting on a fence. 3 decided to jump off. How many frogs were on the fence? 4. They decided to jump off, but they didn't do it. They didn't do it. Move. Come on, move. Nobody had an accountability. They weren't accountable to anyone. Just don't decide. Just don't say, I'm going to do it. Just do it. Just like Nike. Just do it.
So let me get back here.